If we study the global capital market and the trends and how India is gaining traction, then three major trends we can observe in putting India in the global hotspot in attracting investments and global capital market attraction. So if we see first, if we study the Western economies, be it US or the European countries, including UK, then yes, they have structural challenges. So in US, we see the fiscal position, the fiscal risk, the debt to GDP, and all of these are something which is beyond their risk limits, and it's being pushing more and more. So the quantum of debt and the fiscal deficit is very high. So there it gets difficult to put in more money by the private investors and the asset allocators. So that is one thing there. And even the Europe, we have some structural challenges in Europe. We have seen the growth rate not much over the past 2 decades now, and recent Russia-Ukraine war also. So here they have some 3 factors which are taking them, keeping at limited growth and limited potential from the long-term perspective in terms of growth. So that is the economic rigidities of those. So these are developed countries what we are talking. So not much change, and speed of change is very low. And secondly, the energy relation with Russia and what they're getting from the West, they were getting from the West, has been stopped largely, and that has posed a major question to the cost of energy in those countries and the access to energy, and that energy drives growth. We all know that. And thirdly, the demography is also a challenge in European countries and even Japan and other Asian countries as well, as including the West. Now, talking about the second case, the second trend of China. So China, we are all aware of the China Plus One strategy and how manufacturers and investors are looking into other alternatives outside China, because there have been cases of difficulties in working with the Chinese government. So that has been there, and India is definitely attracting those investments along with other economies, but India being a major market is gaining from that as well. So that is there. And thirdly, if you look at India also in particular, then India has a huge market. And here we have seen the inflow of money and even the outflow of money in terms of FPIs, the portfolio investments, but still the local domestic investment is also rising. So the domestic capital is also being invested in Indian businesses and the forward movement of the economy. And that is what the structural advantage what we are getting, that structural change in terms of domestic capital trusting the economy and the clear vision of the government for the next 25 years. So overall, these 3 things together is attracting global, is making India investment attractive. And that is what we believe will drive the Indian economy further. And it's one of the major economies which is growing at such a high rate of more than 6 to 7%, and even beyond that, it has the potential to go. So this major economy, so that is why the investment potential in this country is very high. In India is very high. The only thing, one concern what we have is about the valuations of the stock what we have here. So these are already so domestic capital is also being put in it, and these are already taking into account the growth vision and the positive sentiment or the potential of these. So there's a sort of bubble also of these stocks in terms of pricing, and that is what is leading to higher valuations, which require market correction, and that post that we can expect more and more investment attraction. So that valuation is less from the fundamental side and more from the sentiment side. So that is something has to be corrected, and that will be corrected. That's how economies grow. So overall, these 3 trends what we have seen geographically spread, one from the western side, one from the China, and one from local India, how we are growing. So that is leading to this great growth journey what we have, what we are envisaging in terms of market capital allocators, how they are viewing